Unfortunately,
Yeah, typically.
it makes us less funny.
Yeah, if you go live, then the jokes seem to stop.
Not that we're trying to be funny.
Case in point, we're live. So
Oh, snap.
as I just said to these guys, let's get this over with for everyone's sake. How's everybody doing?
Boys? Good.
Let's get this over with before TJ tells us how we're doing.
Ooh.
I hope John has forgiven me at this point for what happened Sunday night on D&D.
What happened? Let's get a recap.
I made his Warlock's patron kind of a bad guy, and he got upset and didn't play the game for the last half of the game.
I was there. I was in character. I'm a character actor. I'm like Harry Gary. That was
sick, Alex.
Inside joke.
The only kind we make on this show.
Yeah. This show really is for us. I keep saying that we should just cancel the show and get together for an hour offline each week just to talk, because John is not present anymore. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I don't know, man. What's good with everybody?
Dogecoin is going up, so that's a plus.
Is it going back up? I know it went down.
Yeah. It's at 0.038, so it's like 3 cents and change, but it's almost to 4 cents. It reached 8 cents last week, and tomorrow is apparently the raid they've been planning for since then. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna call it quits after tomorrow's results. We'll see. But there was a point where like I was like $1,000 up, but then during that same time period, the servers crashed, and no one was able to
sell
access
it. Yeah.
The whole entire
convenient,
account. Yeah, for 24 hours. So like tons of people lost a bunch of money, like, and they just gave up already. But like, I'm like, you might as well hold on at this point until like it goes back up. And there's one point where I could have got like $40. And I was like, let me just wait it out. So there's that. But then I also have AMC stock, and that one is like tanked as well. Yeah. So we'll see. I know a lot of people couldn't reach their money in Robinhood as well, and a bunch of weird shady stuff's going on with all that stuff too. So
should I put some money into Dogecoin before tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll see tomorrow, because I think tomorrow we'll see, like, a lot of people call it a pump and dump, and I'm like, no, it's really not. There's a lot of like shame on it because it's like a meme coin, and just for that, people don't take it seriously. But it's like, if you want it to be currency, it can be currency. You know what I mean? Now a lot more people are taking it as payment. I think like Pornhub now takes like Dogecoin and stuff. Like, and I think a lot of local shops and things are starting to pick up that as well.
Hey, if for Pornhub, if paying money for Pornhub,
if Pornhub can settle the Blu-ray versus HD DVD wars, they can certainly do something with Dogecoin.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely potential. It just depends on who rallies behind it, who sticks together, who doesn't sell, who holds and stuff, But I mean, it's been steady. It's funny because people thought it would drop down to 1 cent, and it didn't. It stayed at 3 cents this whole entire time because everyone's holding. So we'll see what's going to happen. I'm a little excited about tomorrow and see how that's going to pan out. But yeah, I'm kind of just tired of checking my apps and stocks and stuff. I'm like, let me just call it quits after this week, hopefully.
Diamond hands to the moon.
Yeah, it could have went, I think, if people, stonks all the way. Dude, I think it could have went all the way if the servers and things didn't crash for 24 hours. That really halted the whole entire momentum.
There have been a bunch of billboards that have gone up across the country, and there's one in Orlando.
Nice. That's pretty sweet. That's fun.
So,
but I think it's really cool that everyone is now interested in how that stuff works, and I think the stock market is probably more popular than ever. So that's kind of cool.
But knowing the internet
trade.
What's that? I use Fidelity.
But knowing the internet, everyone's going to get bored of it in a week, and then no one's going to care anymore.
Yes.
So just be prepared to lose all of your money if you invest it. Don't invest money that you can't live without.
Exactly. Yeah. That is the.
I mean, that's a good rule.
Unlike in comics.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't buy comics right now. That's my advice to everyone. Don't buy comics right now.
How about buy comics at a low price and sell them for a high price?
Hey, listen, if you can find comics at a low price, always buy them. But right now, good luck finding comics at a low price.
Also, you have to say with everything, I'm not a financial advisor, so no one sues you. You have to say that no matter what you
Yeah,
say.
I'm definitely not a financial advisor. I can't even manage my own finances. Never mind yours. So
the
suck a duck.
The show is for children, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, I should probably say that.
Speaking of pump and dump,
Should probably put my microphone near me.
Excuse me.
Anyway,
One.
Hey Andy,
uh-oh.
I got a joke for you.
has John said anything yet?
Can we joke on here?
I'm gonna try. It'll be the first time.
What
So
did the
this-
What did the elephant say to the naked man?
Nothing.
How do you breathe through that thing?
Nice dick.
Okay.
That's all, folks. We're done. Oh, John.
Thanks for really shoehorning that into my bit, but you know,
John was just lurking, waiting for his moment.
I'm ready.
we'll talk about this after the show.
No, I'm ready.
Penis joke. Come on.
One per show. One per show.
Yeah, that's all we're good for. I don't know. Do 3 jokes count as penis jokes?
What?
Oh man, we don't have our dancing 3 anymore.
What's
No,
going on?
there it is.
All right.
Okay.
He lives.
Hey Andy.
Yeah.
So this guy's walking down the street, right? And he's having a bit of a hard day. And then, as luck would have it, he spots one of his favorite actors of all time. So he runs up to him and he's like, "You're Christopher Walken." And Christopher Walken's like, "You know it, baby. Yeah." And he's talking to him for a minute, and then the guy notices his shoes, and he's like, "Wow, Mr. Walken, those are amazing. Where'd you get those?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, they're one of a kind. You can't get these anywhere." And the guy's like, "Oh, really? But like those cowboy boots are amazing." He goes, "Yeah, sorry, baby. These boots, they were made for walking."
God.
Oof.
And that's
Yeah,
just
it's
what
not-
I'll do. And he's like, and then I'm gonna walk all over you, and then he kills him.
And then he just
See-
starts dancing.
The problem is that
Okay.
the show is not going to get any better than that, which is not great.
Well,
That's not bad.
we still haven't gone over the news, man.
Oh, what's that?
What news?
In the latest news today, did you hear the inventor of Velcro has passed away?
Oh, God. It's going to be so bad, isn't it?
R.I.P.
Rip. Wow. Does that one stick? You almost hooked me.
Misexplained with the continuation. Points.
He takes it as a challenge on each joke he tries to continue, and I love it.
TJ.
Oh, no.
Hey, I finally got my Thulsa Doom figure that came in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Put it in under 10 minutes.
Except- the
AKA
right
James Earl.
Should we get the second
Jones
half of this unboxing now?
figure. Yeah.
For like 2 weeks, right? People have been waiting for this.
Yeah, it's the only reason people have tuned in. Watch viewership go down once he shows off.
James Earl Jones.
Boom.
So much glare.
That really does look like James Earl Jones.
Yeah, he's really cool. My buddy's like obsessed with Conan, so I'm thinking of sending him the Conan one I got in, and I'll keep this one.
Andy, I really enjoy how sometimes when
Hey, Andy.
you're laughing at a joke, you sound like you're in a lot of pain.
Sometimes he probably is. Hey,
He's like
Andy,
the Joker. It hurts
do
when he
you know
laughs.
what the do you know what the difference between a mailbox and an elephant is?
A mailbox and an elephant. I don't.
Oh, you'd be a terrible mailman then.
That did not go where I thought I was going. That did not go where I was expecting. I love it.
You know, in all honesty, like I think the reason why this show becomes less and less about comic books is because comics kind of suck right now.
Yeah. I didn't buy anything this week, man.
And I don't even mean like what's necessarily coming out on the shelves, but just the state of the hobby.
Because everything's so expensive and the modern books aren't that great.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I can't go to my shop at 5 o'clock on Wednesday after I get out of work and find anything on the shelf.
Nope. Dude, my guy's not even getting DC books in.
Yeah, DC's not shipping sometimes. I still haven't gotten Strange Adventures from last week. It looks like my shop's never getting it.
That was a good issue.
And then speculators just come in at open and just raid the shelves.
Yep.
It's just not fun anymore.
Yeah, that's no good. For me, I can wait on what DC's putting out now, although there's some stuff I do want to read, and I do end up reading, but it's usually like a couple weeks later, you know. And some things that are out now, even on Marvel, I'm like, I can wait it out till it's like almost done or a couple issues in. Like I got to catch up on Daredevil again. I got to catch up on Thor again. You know, some things like that. King in Black, I'm like, it's fun, but I don't need to read it like every week, you know. And same thing with the DC stuff's putting out, the Future State stuff. Like some of it's good and fun, but like I don't need to read it like right away.
Yeah. I'm seriously considering switching over almost entirely to trades. Because
it's a good idea.
It's not a bad lifestyle.
Yeah. I recently read
Yeah.
Reckless because Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, they wanted to put out just a trade every 3 months. And I'm like, yeah, it's a fun thing. And it was pretty good. So I'm looking forward to their next one. But yeah, I kind of wish people would follow the European model of comics and just put out trades.
Yeah. Terry Moore just did one a couple months back that I am very ashamed that I still have not purchased. But, you know, I like it in theory, I guess. On the bright side,
Family.
If you like it in theory, I hope you like it in trade.
All right, let's do this. And then we can get the hell out of here.
John with a curveball this week.
Whoa.
What is this?
Whoa.
It's Thunderbolts. What do you mean?
Nothing to do with X-Men or
Yeah, I know.
Daredevil.
No Marauders or Hellions or anything. No, this was so I skipped this issue last week, and then everybody told me that it's one of the tie-ins that you got to read. It's one of the best ones. So I snagged it this week, and I totally agree. There was some. I laughed a ton. Great humor. So the story is Kingpin pulls together a ragtag crew to fight Null, a bunch of villains. You know, the Rhino, Taskmaster, Dr. Evil. Is that his name? Mr. Evil? Something like that.
Dr. Evil. $1 million.
I don't even know the character. I was like, Mr. Dr. Evil. I don't know this guy. But okay, sure. And Star, is it Star? The villain from
Was number 2 with him?
He did a number 3.
His right hand man.
So, anyways, they're running around the city. They're fighting symbiotes, and at this sequence, they're going along and they're discussing what's happening because some of them are like have no understanding of the different heroes that are involved in what's going on in the King in Black.
Perhaps we live and let live. That's a great line there. It's not bothering. Perhaps we live and let live.
They're killing some of these symbiotes and they're fighting, and then one of them bursts out to attack them, and let's just live and let live. I changed my mind, and then Taskmaster busts out the sword and just lops this thing's head off.
Sweet.
I love that panel. Beautiful
Panel. Holy
negative
shit.
page panel. Awesome. And then he's like, then it's Batroc says, "There's a man inside there." He's like, "Yeah, it's like Venom." and then Batroc says, "There's a man inside Venom."
Double meaning.
And he's like, "They're symbiotes. Venom came to Earth disguised as Spider-Man's old costume, but now he lives on some bro named Eddie." Venom in Spider-Man's laundry.
That's great.
I just love all of it. I just love all of it.
Was it a pretty good issue overall?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny, and it ends. I mean, spoiler for a week-old comic. It ends with them getting to Ravencroft because Kingpin wants them to get something at Ravencroft that's going to help them fight the symbiotes.
Man, I didn't finish the Ravencroft series. I got I think 3 issues in.
I just got all those issues. I'm looking to read it this weekend.
How many were there? Like 6?
It was a 5-issue mini, but then they had those like Ruins of Ravencroft.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of interested in those because I did like some of that weird history where it's
It
like,
should
oh, yeah,
all
like
be
North
on that,
America.
the Marvel app. You should just be able to read if you have the
Yeah,
app.
I do. Yeah.
I like how the one guy who's on the ground is just kind of fucking with the symbiote, like putting his arm out, like, let's test to see if it'll.
That's Taskmaster. So everybody to be on the Thunderbolts, they had to agree to reveal their identities and take all their masks off.
That's cool.
He's
So
like
that's-
experimenting to see if the symbiote will jump to him or something.
Yeah, he's testing it to see what it's doing. They're all like confused as to what's happening. And it's funny to watch them run around the city and go like, "Oh, those Avengers look like they need help," and they're like, "Yeah, but we don't really care about those guys. Let's just keep going."
Remember back in the 90s when they revealed that the Thunderbolts were bad guys and it was the biggest twist in comics?
Who could forget?
Well, that's the funny part about it. They're like, "Why are you calling us the Thunderbolts?" And Kingpin's like, "Because I own the licensing."
Also, I do whatever the fuck I want all the time.
Because
I'm Kingpin. Yeah.
right?
Because FYI, I'm Kingpin. I would just like to point out here real quick before we get into this, the humility of Alec to not go with the original Action Comics #1 here. He went with a clear reprint. He's not flexing on us, okay? He just it's about
Well, my real copy is in a safety deposit box. I don't want to go get it.
of course.
This is my real, and this actually is not even my copy. I found it at work and said, you know what? I haven't actually read Action Comics 1 since I was a kid, so I flipped through it. And let me tell you something, it's fucked up. So immediately preceding this scene, Superman takes this guy and baseball throws him into a wall.
Because baseball's the American pastime.
And this is right after he breaks into the mayor's house by ripping a steel door off of his bedroom and wakes him up while he's sleeping to tell him that he needs to stay in execution for a woman who has been wrongly accused of murder. So there's a lot going on in this issue. He also saves Lois from a man who is very handsy and demands, much like Lex Luthor, some favors from her. But anyway, so after he chucks this guy against the wall, who somehow survives Superman throwing you into a wall, he says, "You asked for it," and dives at him with a knife, and says, with a sharp snap of his blade, breaks upon Superman's tough skin, and now you're going to get a lesson you'll never forget. And then he makes him perform fellatio on him.
Naturally.
Two things besides the fellatio. That says hope on his chest, right? Is that what that says? Doesn't look like a normal S. Also, what the hell is up with Superman's hairline? Is he 55 in this?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I was
pretty
thinking the
much.
same thing.
He's also got some deep smile lines.
Well, you're forcing your villains to do fellatio. You get a lot of joy out of that.
Alec chose not to include the next page of the book, which gets a little bit more graphic. You can see the fear when Superman's dong is coming at your face. It's kind of like, ah! Anyway, so we've moved one issue forward from last week. Last week was the Rip in the Tights Batgirl issue of Detective Comics.
Hashtag Silver Age sucks.
I admire your dedication to reading these old Batman.
Oh, they're a fucking gold mine, man. I mean, or should I say silver mine? So issue 372, Neil Adams cover, by the way. I don't know if this is one of his first ones, but seems like a pretty early Neil Adams cover.
He's getting 2 feet in the junk.
You can see the villains have really been upgraded from last week's The Sports Spoiler Gang. Now we have the Fearsome Foot Fighters.
Is that Dave Grohl in the middle?
And clearly Batman just cannot handle this gang. So anyway,
Are you having trouble with that gangbang?
he sees some shit going down with this gang who looks like what are those guys at the airport, the Hare Krishnas or whatever?
Andy's dying.
I don't know.
I just got a joke as well.
The
Sorry.
Shriners. They look like Shriners with their little hats.
That guy is about to baseball kick that dude in the face. I mean, football kick him, like just put him square in the jaw. He's about to commit a murder in broad daylight.
But as tends to happen, Bruce Wayne, while he's out in public doing Bruce Wayne things, feels pressured to take action. He can't really change into his Batman outfit, but he's gonna like do whatever he can. So he says there's those two acrobats kicking their lone opponent to the ground. So he interferes, he grabs them. He kind of
What? The-
they're trying to kick simultaneously. Apparently, they're like choreographed.
Well, they are acrobats.
It's true. And he like sort of like smashes them together.
Wait,
Plastic.
we got more superhero fellatio this week.
Double head. Getting that double head.
Clong. These guys just got clonged. But then they explained to him, we were fighting a bad guy, and you let him get away by stopping us. And he's like, shut up, I'll ask the questions. And they're like, no, you don't understand. But of course, we kicking. It is national way of fighting. The savate in our country of Coronia, as well as in France. Did you guys know the national way of fighting in France?
Is kicking.
Kicking? I've learned so much from these issues, you guys. It's
The
ridiculous.
editor's note.
Anyway, they're like, we tried to catch criminal for your police. So Bruce, like, he feels real shitty about it. He's like, I really gummed things up. Practically had the mystery burglar in my grasp, only to help him get clean away.
Yeah, how many times have you done that as Batman, dick?
Yeah.
You can't win them all. So he's
This is Bruce, not Dick. That's not
But oh shit, guys, we have a bonus spec alert here in this issue. Yeah, I bet you didn't see this coming. So you know,
Needed that guy Superman fought.
Was
if,
it
if only that were the case. But
was it Quentin Tarantino going to France to see all the feet fighting?
so Batman's out. And he decides, I'm gonna have to go to some function as Bruce Wayne, but I need a date. In order to solve this case, I need to go to this event as Bruce Wayne. You know, classic Batman stuff.
Mhm.
So he needs a dinner date, and look who he picks up.
Oh.
Don't worry, redhead named Andrea.
Oh snap! That's the Phantasm, right?
She says, just remember, Bruce, if you ever up and leave me again in the middle of an evening for some mysterious reason, as you've done so many times before, I'll never go out with you again, but never. He says, oh, don't worry, Andrea. I won't leave you. Why should I? Nothing of that
fingers
sort of
crossed.
tonight. I don't know what he's doing with his left hand in this panel. It's very interesting.
His fingers are across
He
because
might
he's
be
lying.
lying. Yeah, fingers crossed.
He's prepping for the shot.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
Prepping for the
Prepping for
shocker.
the shocker.
The bat shocker.
I didn't realize you're supposed to cross them that way, though.
You have to stretch,
Well,
guys.
typically you put your middle finger over your first finger, right?
Yeah.
I've been doing it very wrong.
Well, because that makes sense because the middle finger is longer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard to cross your pointer finger over your middle finger. That really doesn't quite work.
Listen, if anyone says you don't learn things on this show, that's BS. Okay. Anyway,
Wow,
this is when he notices. This is when he notices those acrobats from the Cronian Festival,
Kicking somebody else.
Yeah, the guy's like 7 feet tall.
and of course,
Holy crap! Yeah, look at the size of that guy.
yeah, that's poorly drawn.
I wonder why that is.
The
No,
same
no,
thing-
French people are short, right?
The same thing with the guy that are beating up before. He was really huge.
Maybe it's the same guy.
Yeah. He's like, not again.
Now remember, Andrea, who has just been introduced, is already at her wit's end with Bruce leaving her in the middle of dates.
As soon as she got in the car.
True. So inevitably, he's like, "You need a cab, Andrea. I'm sending you home. Get out of here so I can fight. First, you have to leave, then I can fight." So she does, and she's pretty pissed off. He's like, "I'll call you tomorrow and explain everything." Don't bother. I never in my life will speak to you again. Do you think that held true? Jason?
Ooh.
The Phantasm. Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
what I thought.
some real hot spec going here.
That is awesome. That is really cool. That's amazing that you found that. That is true spec alert first appearance. That's incredible.
Oh my god, they all just sold out from eBay.
Yeah, right now at this instant. What
Does she
number?
have
What is it again?
Yeah, all 6 people watching the show right now and
Yeah,
bought the
what issue is this
They're
again?
frantically rewinding to find out what issue of Batman this was.
Yeah.
Stop! Get out of my head.
Did she have blue eyes? I didn't even see that.
Did not check, but that's a good thing to check on later on when it doesn't matter anymore.
Go back far enough to see what issue that was.
Anyway,
Guess what? It doesn't matter anyway.
True.
No.
Yeah,
She
they
got
could be
left
all this
behind.
creativity.
And goddamn was she upset. He called her.
Kept one promise.
Jesus Christ, the thing's still going.
Tell her that's what happened, Andrea Beaumont. I knew I was going to interfere. So to make sure you wouldn't be hurt, I sent you off. That's all. She's like, I really shouldn't forgive you. I really shouldn't.
But that D so good.
But you're a millionaire and I'm fucking horny.
He even says, and within the hour.
He's like, Bruce, what that dick do?
Nice of you to give me another chance, Andrea.
He
This is
dresses
the
as
last
Robin and helps him fight crime. That's what the dick do.
Exactly. It's like, this is the last time. The last. I'm anxious to see the festival. That's the only reason I'm going with you.
Oh, no. Wow.
You're
Oh,
gonna hate
my
me for
God.
this, but it can't be helped. I'll phone you tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh,
Not again. How could you?
oh,
And then she said, I'll never in all my life. Oh, if you dare even telephone me. This is the end. The end, you hear? And he goes, she sure means it this time. And that's it.
oh no! It really ended. Oh.
Wow.
She was not seen again until, of course, she became
The Phantasm.
motherfucking Phantasm.
Mostly because she realized that was the only way to get Bruce's attention.
Wait, is she giving him the finger?
Oh my, she made
Giving
it.
him the shocker.
I think she's more like this. That's how they used to do it.
Waggling a finger.
I definitely see a digit sticking out there.
Yeah.
Bruce is like, who else can I use?
She was hoping to see a digit sticking out.
Oh, oh, hey, look, Andy did a thing.
Getting Headlopper.
Yeah.
Headlopper rules.
So we got to read Headlopper on Modern Men this past Monday. Carson hated it, so
Was it the art? Because the art's not for everyone,
I love the art.
but I really do like the art.
my favorite part of Headlopper as we get into this is the fact that he carries along with him this severed head of a witch named Agatha, and she is like the comedic aspect of this story. So we get to a point of the story where for a page or two, she's just talking to this skull on a desk. Fast forward to the end of the book, we go right back to this, and she's still having the conversation. So I says to her, ... give me the all-seeing eye. She's talking about another conversation with another witch. She just continues on with the conversation. I mean, what's she expect to see in her future anyway? ... The skull's just listening. All she does is pull wings off flies. I don't need a crystal eye to see more of that coming. You know what I mean? Like waiting for an answer from a skull, an empty skull with nothing in it. And she just continues to pause like she sees a friend and this skull just sitting there, another head. She's like, you know? And then just another long pause. Then she continues on. And you see, this is why you have no friends. And eventually they close out the story with the skull saying, hurtful. Just, I really enjoyed Headlopper, the comedic aspect. I enjoyed the art. I gave it like an 8.0 because I feel like it's a story that kind of, because it was quarterly, it kind of lost its footing at times, but I enjoyed it.
That's an uphill battle being a quarterback. I mean,
And haven't we all looked for a friend in a skull at some point in our lives?
really
Yeah.
entitled these, you know. Although I wish they would be masking up, you know. It's rough. Jason's doesn't have a cover, but it's pretty funny.
It's just Nancy. Nancy being cool. So I think if you stay in one place too long, you'll eventually be surrounded by things that remind you of bad memories. What? No, you're super wrong. Later, there it is. The tree where Sluggo was super wrong.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Good old Nancy.
Good old Nance.
Oh my.
I've always found it like it seems very quite a difficult task to put one of those comic strips out every day.
Yeah. I was recently watching Cartoonist Kayfabe. They went over the Far Side collection, and there's like 3 massive volumes of it. But I think it's over a decade or two, probably 2 decades of like putting out comic strips every day, even though they're like one panel. Most of them are really clever. And just can you imagine just being in that mindset, just trying to do that instant creativity all day, every day? It's like memeing, but you get paid for it. Yeah.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, TJ going in hard on France.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, right?
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, except for when it comes to stand up for your own rights in modern day society. They have like the most like parades and pullback against like police and government.
Yeah.
They're like, what, you tax us? How dare you? Bottle through the modern equivalent of White House.
I mean, they famously had a revolution where they cut a lot of people's heads off.
True. Yes, the guillotine.
They just surrendered in World War II, right? Or
Yeah.
was it World War One? Or was it both?
I think it was both.
Whatever. I'm not a dad yet. I don't read books about submarines.
What? How did that? How? Wait, no. How did you get to submarines? Wait.
Were you saying wait so you can close it out?
No. I tried calling the tinnitus helpline earlier to get help, but it just kept
But it
ringing.
would kept ringing. Yeah, I
You
know.
did that joke last week, brother.
Andy. Shame.
I'm watching you.
What did Spartacus say when the lion ate his wife? Nothing.
Take
He
my
was-
wife, please.
Nothing. He was gladiator.
Oh,
Oh,
I'd be lying if I missed it.
Oh,
If you're an American in your living room, what are you in the bathroom?
European.
European.
oh.
Favorite. That's my favorite.
And all your comics come out quarterly. Or in trade. Sorry, trades, I meant.
I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high.
Oh, God.
She looked
She
really
looks surprised. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He is not phased. He is not phased at all. Come on, I'm dying, man. I'm dying.
You know, this actually used to be a show, but like it's a big thing on the internet now where it's like the try not to laugh challenge, where it shows people like watching something and try not to laugh or try not to react to like old music from the early 2000s or whatever. I would crush those challenges
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you'd win.
because
Oh,
I'm dead. Because I'm dead inside.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, that's really sad. What can we do to help?
Who says I needed help?
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
need
okay.
a
So you're
chocolate?
reveling in it.
I wouldn't say reveling, but it's just, the way things are.
That's just
But it does have its advantages, like me being able to be stoic all of the time.
You're never hungry.
No, I'm actually always hungry.
Me too.
He's always hungry because he can't jump into Disney World and get a hot dog tomorrow.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Yeah,
Thanks
I too
a lot,
have a
thanks a
really,
lot, COVID.
How about the turkey legs?
That's the
I
number
missed that.
thing
Yeah.
to do when this is all over with.
I find it so funny that stuck with you so much.
Because I just never thought of Disney World as a place to go to get a hot dog.
Are you kidding me?
No. I go there for burgers.
Yeah.
What specifically surprised him so much is that I said that, oh, I would just hop over there for lunch or dinner and then like get something to eat and then head home.
No, the thing is, the thing I remember most about Disney as a child was the size of the parking lot. Like having to walk or take like a shuttle just to get into the park from where you had your car. And I'm like,
I just want to understand. Alex going to Disneyland for the hot dogs. You're going for the fucking parking lot. Am I the only one that goes for the fucking rides? You guys, it's a theme park.
No. I'm saying one of the memories I have as a child is how much of a pain in the ass it was to get into Disney World.
So yes, it is, but I will say put an asterisk on that because when you're a kid, stuff like that seems so much worse and longer because of your excitement about going into the park.
Interesting. So it's not as big as we remember.
I mean, when your only focal point are the wieners, I could see it being more manageable. Yes. The hot dogs.
Oh, is that what you meant? Okay.
Yes. He looks horrified. I get it.
It's just I was double checking why you were going to Disneyland.
Yeah, I try to find the racist things. That's fun.
I still have a contract. I still have a contract where I service the characters.
You're going to the log. You're going for the log ride.
Oh,
He makes a log wall on the log ride.
I could add that to the list of things for him in servicing. I'd call it the log ride.
Or is it a small world?
Is Splash Mountain still a thing, or they close that down?
It is still currently a thing, but they have announced that they are closing it to
No,
man.
get rid of all the racist stuff.
It's because Null took over Splash Mountain and he's coming.
Oh, jeez. Is that Nolette?
Personally, I'm thinking the Matterhorn.
I feel like we're flailing right now.
Do they still not let? You know those funny pictures. There's always a lot of funny pictures of people going down Splash Mountain, carry things, playing chess or video games and things.
Yeah.
Like, do they allow people to do that? Or do they have to stick those things on?
I would think they probably have to sneak those things on.
That's amazing.
Can
It's
you
just
get
people
one
with
with a hot
TVs
dog?
and like GameCube controllers and things like that.
Yeah.
We got to
But-
see Alec and the hot dog going down Splash Mountain.
I could
Yeah.
probably find a picture.
Smiling for once. The one time he smiles on Splash Mountain. with the
If
hot
you want to
dog.
see Alex smiling, just go back to the very first Null coming slideshow I made.
Yeah, he broke character there. Really.
he lost his stuff.
Penis.
No, I have a buddy of mine and I who before I moved down here, we came to Disney a few times together. We would do a number, not like so elaborate as playing chess or GameCube, but we would do a number of funny things. Because we knew where the pictures were being taken on the whole ride, so we would do things like that.
I've done a handful where like I'm sleeping in the picture.
Yeah, I've done the sleeping. We did Cornholio once.
That's awesome.
Indecent exposure.
Like sounds like Bernie.
Basic Instinct.
Alex showed his pussy.
Ah,
Whoa,
ah,
was that too far? Sorry.
oh.
Old Wolf, you
Brought his
did.
cat with him. Okay,
You did. You didn't miss anything. Believe me.
We could just do like Groundhog's Day and just start over again. We're
God.
from the
Okay.
beginning. From the top.
Okay. You're welcome, everyone. Goodbye.